What's good, ladies and gents? My name is BlariX. Today we're playing Gears 1 on a nice sunny Sunday afternoon. This is the game I started off on, and this is the game I still find the most entertaining out of all Gears games. I know a lot of people can say the same about Call of Duty. You know, you can never recreate that first game you ever had or played on on a series. I know some people that swear by the name of Call of Duty 4. Some people say Call of Duty 2 was the best. Some will say MW2. Some will say Black Ops. Depends on where you had your first experience and how good it was. That's the game you're gonna always be supporting forever. Now Gears 1, even though it's laggy game, is bit bland with even the colors, the gameplays, and the weapons are just not enough. But still, this game is the most fast-paced game I've ever played. I mean, when it comes to action, I mean, you know, everyone is in each other's faces directly. You know, no one's hiding, no one's lancering. People get rid of their instincts of playing safe. They throw it in the wind and they just go for it. And that's one thing this game is so good. You know, people don't give a shit about their kill and death ratio because this game does not actually give you a count of kill and death ratio unless you go into your own stats and you actually calculate it yourself. You know, you get 10,000 kills, 5,000, you know, deaths or something like that. But it's not gonna say, oh, you got 1.2, 1.9, 1.4, and that is one thing that ruins games, in my opinion. And that is why a lot of people play in a weird way. You know, I'm not dogging them. They can play however they want to play, but this game, this is the reason why it's so fast paced, because this is why people don't give a shit, because they know ain't nobody give a fuck about kill and death ratio, so they go for it. Trust me, release a game and don't put kill and death ratio in it, and you'll see how people will go for it, and you will notice the difference between some games and some not. This is the reason why a lot of Call of Duty games suffer from the kill and death ratio. They just sit in the back. Some people just want to rank. Okay, I'm gonna keep my 4.0 KD. I'm gonna keep my 6.0 KD, and they will never move. They'll sit on the same spot if they have like one death or two deaths in the game, and they just won't move whatsoever just to protect their KD. And this game is really laggy for me at the moment, because this game, Call of Duty, Gears of War, is based on pure connection. You get one host and everybody's playing off that host. For example, let's say when you start a game up, you're gonna host a game and everyone's gonna join your game, and everyone's gonna be on your connection, basically. So if you have 2 meg, people will be lagging unless they, you know, if you have like great connection, it will be a good game. But most of the times it's laggy because not many people have good connections that can carry at least 7 or 6 players, you know. But most Gears 1 players, they got used to the lag, and they have to change their game style or gameplay to whatever game they're in. So sometimes they'll put the shots ahead of the player, so to compensate for the lag. And right now what you see, what happened there was it was a lag, and the guy just skipped a few steps forward. Right now why I'm shooting that way was I'm shooting to his right, because I'm actually expecting it to be sort of a lag, so when I shoot that way he walks into it, but that was not the case. Anyways, also a few things that I like about this game that should be implemented in Gears 3 or 4. Okay, not Gears 3 anymore because that's too late, but Gears 4, if it's ever gonna come out, that should be the grenades. The grenades were not too powerful. They were not devastating like most grenades are in Gears 2 and Gears 3. Gears 3, if you throw 2 grenades in the air at the same time, it'll take the whole area out. And the whole planting it in the walls and floors, I don't like that idea, actually, to be honest. It just creates camping, because you can plant grenades around you and sit in a corner, you know. This is why a lot of people love the Gears 1 grenade, because you actually have to throw at a perfect distance or a perfect height to get a kill, or you gotta get up close to the person to tag him. Now that requires actual skill to get to, but if you plant a grenade like in a corner that shouldn't, like that no one is expecting it, and the guy walks over and gets an easy kill. I don't call that or consider that as a skill whatsoever, you know. Anyways, story of the week. I always gonna do this. I'm gonna pick a random little news snippet or whatever, snippet or whatever you guys call it, and talk about it. Now, if you guys heard about the brother and sister in South Africa that got married, but found out that their brother and sister, they didn't know that they were one. So what happened was, the mom and the dad, they divorced. So when the kids, one was 1 year and the other one was 2 years, the mom took the girl, the dad took the boy, and when they were at university, they met each other, and they instantly fell in love. It was like love at first sight or whatever. And when they were about to get married, they used to have such a long life. You know, they never wanted to. They had their own way of living. They never wanted to, like, you know, their parents introduce each other. So when they were gonna get married, they invited both families for both sides, and they found out, his mom and dad found out that they were actually their own kids that were getting married, and they were absolutely shocked. And science is saying that if two siblings get separated at a young age and they never have that, like, you know, resentful or hateful play for each other, like when they're young, when they're like, I hate you, when they never have with that each other, they're gonna be instead falling in love with each other. If they see each other in the future, they will instantly fall in love with each other. And it's gravitation is sort of like science said, something in mentally goes, they get instantly attracted to their other sibling, even if they don't want to, they automatically will fall in love with them. So yeah, that is the incest of the week. The reason I'm talking about that is because I was having a discussion with a guy, and he said, you know, incest is because people want to do it. And I say incest is wrong. It shouldn't be done. But sometimes shit like that can happen, and it's out of their hands. So yeah, see ya. Take care.